and gentlemen, my name is Kevin Checkwitz. This is the Kaged Review, and this is my review for The Walking Dead, Season 10, Episode 13, What We Become. And I got to tell you, after last week's, this was a massive disappointment in every way that it could be. So Denai Guerrera, she's got a pretty big movie career ahead of her, I think. She's directing something on HBO. And so, she has outgrown The Walking Dead. I get that. Not a problem with that. I hate the way they fucking did this, though. This is twice they've done this with a major character, and I can't stand it. So you have Michonne walking through the forest with walkers, and you see her in this altered reality where she is leaving this woman to die. And it actually turns out to be one of the main characters from the first 3 seasons. I can't remember her name. Blonde woman who wound up having to shoot herself because she got bit. Can't remember her name, but anyway, her and Michonne had kind of a unique relationship. Denai finds a stranger, is leading her to his family. And so what this is this guy, he's got a family inside this place. They're dead, they're walkers. There's a bunch of walkers in here. He's got graves for them. And he initially is trying to get Denai to help her, or help him, kill the walkers, get his family, kill them, put them in graves. Denai doesn't want to waste her time with this, obviously. She's here following this guy because he said he has weapons. So they go into the warehouse to kill all these walkers and his family of walkers, and they get stuck in the warehouse, and after killing a bunch of zombies, the stranger finds his family. There's kind of a tear-jerk moment there where Michonne's getting all emotional because she can relate. Michonne goes walking around at night in this warehouse, though, and this guy, the stranger, Virgil, locks her in a room after she finds out that he's got a couple other people locked into this place. And so there's a few people that are locked up in another cell, and they're explaining that Virgil's lost everything and just kind of gone mad. And so they give her a plate of food. It's drugged. And then she starts having all these hallucinations. The first one is Sadiq. He's having this big hallucination scene, telling Michonne it's her fault that he's dead. Michonne finds Daryl, but he doesn't recognize her. They're on the road, and she's on the road, sees Daryl in a stalled car, and then he just says, "Let's go," and they take off. This is all part of a hallucination. Then she runs into Negan. There's Glenn who stabs a woman, and then Michonne shoots Glenn. They're kind of playing with old footage in that way. And then you get Negan's introduction scene replay. This is where Negan first comes out of that RV, and he's got all of Alexandria on their knees and beats somebody to death with a baseball bat. And so the whole thing is replayed, except instead of Negan taking the shot, he decides he's going to give Michonne the baseball bat, and so she's talking directly to Rick, and instead takes a swing at what is the other version of herself on her knees on the ground. And so she actually hits herself with a baseball bat. It was really, really weird, dude. Kind of trippy. Then Daryl shoots her with an arrow, and Rick Grimes shoots her. And after that scene, she wakes up. She's puking in a bucket. Completely disoriented. Virgil feels pretty safe around her. And he gets into the cell, and that's when Michonne, of course, attacks. Michonne escapes with the other captives. Virgil tracks her, and Michonne winds up catching Virgil himself and locking him in his own cell. So Michonne goes back to that warehouse, obviously, and she finds some of Rick Grimes' things. And now she's just pissed off and wants to know what's going on. And she's asking Virgil, where did you get this stuff? Where is this guy? What did you do to him? And he says that he doesn't know, that he was there, and now he's not. So she kind of feels like this is proof that Rick is, possibly still alive. So eventually tensions calm down. They all get on a ship with supplies. Michonne reaches Judith on a walkie-talkie as she's heading back. And then she tells Judith that she thinks that she's found maybe something that says that Rick Grimes is still alive. And so Judith says, you need to go north. You need to find out. You need to find him and bring him back. And so that's kind of what happens. Michonne decides to go north, try to track down Rick Grimes. She comes across two strangers. For some reason, takes them along. And that's where they end Michonne's character arc right now. Is Michonne is headed north to try to find Rick Grimes. I really didn't like that. I thought it sucked. I thought that they should have just went in on it. And if she's leaving the series, just end it. Just end it, man. Kill her. And don't tell people that these big characters are leaving the fucking series, man. I hate when they do that. It sucks. So I was definitely not a fan of this episode at all. I thought they just completely fucked up what they should have done with Michonne's character. Like most of this episode was her having a fucking hallucination that really amounted to nothing. So I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10. That's how I feel about it. I just really did not like this episode or what they did with it. That's where I'm at. Let me know what you think in the comments. It is what it is. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackowitz, Kaged Nation, out.